Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Corruption. In this episode, we are going to be talking about corruption, and it's going to piss you off. The fact that Joe Biden, Democrats, Republicans in Congress, in the Senate, in the DOJ, CIA, FBI, in our own Treasury knew about this. Many of them, they knew and did nothing. Many of them were possibly paid off to keep their mouths shut. In this episode, we are going to expose the fact that Elon Musk with Doge found out that our Treasury Department has been funding terror groups all over the world using your tax dollars. But not only that, that George Soros and his radio stations all over the country are warning illegal immigrants in those cities that ICE is coming for them. Listen to that again. George Soros, Joe Biden allowed him to buy over 200 radio stations nationwide. And now his radio stations are getting leaks from someone in ICE that ICE is coming to a certain city. And then the George Soros-owned radio stations in those cities are warning the residents of those cities to hide the illegals. It's crazy. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, do me a huge favor. Smash that thumbs up button. Make sure that you are subscribed with bell notifications on. Leave me a comment. How are you doing? Where are you watching me from? And a huge, quick shout out to the sponsor of today's live, and that is Verity Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, gold and silver right now is doing some amazing things. Silver in the last 5 days has gone from just over $30 to over $32 an ounce. And some are speculating that it can go up to anywhere up to $70 and gold reach up to $3,500 an ounce. So you can get free silver when you call 480-717-9081 and tell Verity Metals that Vlad sent you. Links are down below in the description. Let's continue. Let's get right into it. First things first, we got to talk about this guy. Top Treasury official announces resignation. Comes at the same time that Elon Musk and Doge team discover that our Treasury is funding terrorists and terror groups all over the world. David Lebrick, the top-ranking career United States Treasury Department official, will leave his post where he has been a top official for years. Elon Musk and Doge team are currently examining the Treasury payment status. Lebrick clashed with Elon Musk over access to a quote-unquote sensitive system used to pay over $6 trillion a year in Social Security and Medicare benefits. The results of the audit may not bode well for David Lebrick. Yeah. So this guy does not want Elon Musk. He does not want Doge looking into this system. Well, I wonder why. According to Elon Musk, the payment approval officers were told to always approve payments, even to fraudulent groups or terror organizations. You heard that right. They were said, you just approve them. You ask no questions, you make no noises, you shut the hell up, and you do your job. Quote, the Doge team discovered, among other things, that payment approval officers at Treasury were instructed to always to approve payments, even to known fraudulent or terrorist groups. They literally never denied a payment in their entire career. Not even once, Musk wrote. So the job of David, who is now resigning after Elon Musk discovered that, his job was to catch fraudulent payments. His job was to catch people, accidentally payments going out to terror organizations, to terrorist leaders. And apparently, the word from above was, you never You don't never do your job. Your job is to challenge, to question, to make sure money doesn't go out to the wrong people. You shut the hell up and you send them money. So that's corruption number one that's been exposed. Once exposed, by the way, I am monetized. I don't have a community where people kind of chip in every month. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing that, but I appreciate you. Okay. So they exposed that we are funding terror organizations. When Elon Musk and Doge started looking into it, here's what they discovered. You're not allowed to ask. You're supposed to just pay everyone. And here's what else they discovered. That ever since that horrific, embarrassing, horrible withdrawal from Afghanistan, the Biden administration sent a nearly $27 million every month since September of 2021 to the Taliban regime. So listen to this before we continue into the radio show. If you're a United States soldier, you're supposed to buy all your flights, all your food with your own personal credit card, and then keep the receipts and give them the receipts. But if you lose a receipt, they won't give you your money. Not only that, if you use a military patch like the American flag, if you lose it, you get charged $37. American soldiers, $37. They're going to charge you for that patch. But if you're the Taliban, a terrorist organization, not only does Joe Biden leave behind tens of billions of taxpayer paid for military equipment for you to have, also, they are going to send you $27 million a month. That is disgusting. Let's continue. Here's the second one. Here's more criminal activity. Watch. George Soros radio station tips off criminal aliens to ICE agent locations and vehicle make and models in California.
Welcome back. ICE raids are sensitive operations, meaning the time, place, and the targets are executed without public knowledge. Giving advance notice would give criminals the opportunity to evade arrest, which is something that traitors do. Traitors tip off criminals, not the good guys. But that's exactly what a CBS radio station is doing right now in San Jose.
The chances in just a moment. First, though, I'm Brett Burkhardt, and here's what's happening. San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan and Council Member Peter Ortiz confirmed today that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents are currently carrying out an operation on the east side of town. The Santa Clara County Rapid Response Network, which is a community defense projecting system for immigrant communities against deportation threats, it first reported the activity on its platforms.
That was the mayor of San Jose and City Councilman Peter Ortiz trying to sabotage President Trump's immigration agenda in California. And these actions could end up getting American citizen killed. So who is Councilman Peter Ortiz and why would he do something like that? Well, Peter Ortiz was in a gang starting at the age of 12. He's open about that, but he says he turned his life around, became an activist, and now he's a city councilman. But why would Peter Ortiz expose an ongoing ICE raid knowing that criminals are going to be arrested? Who exactly is Peter representing? Take a listen to the rest of that broadcast.
So before we continue, we're going to play the entire clip. Do you understand that this dude who was like council member who is in contact with the George Soros owned radio station, going on the radio station and warning the illegal immigrants where ICE is coming, when they're coming, get ready, hide. You know, before it used to be hide your kids, hide your wives from the criminal. Now it's hide your old crackhead and hide the illegal immigrant that's, you know, raping women because ICE wants to make America safer. Interesting.
In a statement to KCBS Radio, Mayor Mahan says the city's police department does not assist with or participate in these operations in any way. The county's response network says agents in San Jose were in unmarked vehicles, including a black Dodge Durango, a gray Nissan Maxima, and white Nissan truck. ICE agents were also reported outside a residence on South White and Tully Roads. And for you,
That is just unbelievable, but not shocking. KCBS is owned by a guy named George Soros. I'm sure you've heard that name. Soros took over control of 220 Odyssey radio stations across the country after Joe Biden's FCC fast-tracked the sale just before he left office.
So again, we see that the Democrats, they don't want safe communities. Democrats, they don't want, mass deportation of illegal immigrants. Democrats don't want secure borders. Democrats want open borders, funding terrorists, funding the Taliban, and then when the American people in a huge majority vote for someone like Donald Trump and give him a mandate, they don't go like, you know what? Yeah, I guess our policies just don't work. Let's change the way we want to govern America. Let's win people over. Nope. They're dumb as a rock. Like, think about it. Democrats, why aren't they learning from their mistakes? Well, they're just dumber than rocks. They are still screaming for open borders. They are still trying to hide the fact, well, they were until Elon Musk cut them, trying to hide the fact that our tax dollars have been funding terrorists all over the world. They have been sending $27 million a month for 3.5 years to the Taliban. $50 million was about to go out the door for condoms in Gaza. And now Joe Biden, I believe it was like when he had 32 days left before Trump was inaugurated, that's when he quickly approved George Soros' request to buy over 200 radio stations nationwide. He fast-tracked it, and now the Democrats with the radio stations owned by George Soros are warning illegal immigrants to hide. These people are ridiculous. Here, I want to pull something up. But here's some good news for you. Donald Trump did something massive. I want to show you this. Just then, President Trump released a statement after imposing tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. President Trump's tariffs against Mexico, Canada, and China have officially been implemented. Trump's tariffs are meant to deter the flow of illegal aliens and fentanyl through America's border. Quote, "We need to protect Americans, and it is my duty as president to ensure the safety of all. I made a promise on my campaign to stop the flood of illegal aliens and drugs from pouring across our borders. And Americans overwhelmingly voted in favor of it," the president said on Truth Social. As the Gateway pundit reported, President Trump slapped the tariffs on the three countries under the International Emergency Economy Powers Act. So 25% on all Mexican imports, 25% tariffs on nearly all Canadian imports, and 10% on Canadian energy resources, and 10% on all China imports. And I spoke with somebody about this yesterday, and they're like, Vlad, well, soon prices are going to go up a little bit. And I said, look, I'd rather have my prices on everything go up for 30 to 90 days, but Trump uses tariff power to secure the borders, not just from our side, but that those other countries also play ball, but also the tariffs on China, because China makes fentanyl. Ladies and gentlemen, think about this. The government, the CCP, Chinese Communist Party, they are the inventors and creators of fentanyl. They are the ones who make the fentanyl. The cartel in Mexico, they don't know how to make it. They don't know how to create the fentanyl poison itself. So how is a criminal organization in Mexico getting their hands on hundreds of thousands of pounds of fentanyl every month? Well, because there is collusion between the Chinese Communist Party and the cartels in Mexico to bring down America. How do they do it? Well, if you are caught with fentanyl in China, you're getting life in prison or the death penalty. You're gone. But they still create it. They send it overseas. They work with the cartel, and then they poison our youth, and they are killing an entire generation of Americans. They are killing off future leaders, future congressmen, senators, future presidents, future doctors and lawyers and military. They're just destroying them. Now, I want to take you onto Twitter X really quickly. Here, let me find it right here. Where is it? I want to show you. So today, the Democrat National, I don't know what to even call it. The Democrat Party was choosing new chairs, and they were choosing new leadership, and it went exactly as you would think. So today, this actually happening now. Nikki Fried, the chair of the Florida Democrat Party, just endorsed David Hogg to be the DNC vice chair. This is David Hogg. Watch this.
Are you ready to go on the offense? Yeah. Are you ready to go on the offense? Yeah. We have to win back our young people. I am the only candidate in this race for any of these positions that is under 30. We had a 20-point shift to the right of our young people. We must show our young people we give a damn about them.
So this dude is extremely anti-gun, anti-Second Amendment, and they wanted him to chair the DNC. But do you know who won? I believe he didn't share it. So the guy that was endorsed by Tim Walz, Tampon Timmy, he won. Think about that. The guy that just lost an election as vice president, right? He was running for vice president with Kamala Harris, and he lost. His endorsement won the DNC chair. What does that tell us? They just don't learn. Here's how I want to wrap up the show, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to warn you, the next 90 days are gonna get rocky. Before things get cheaper, they're gonna get a little more expensive. We're gonna see it with gas. We're gonna see it with energy costs. We're gonna see it with grocery costs. And Trump understands he's gonna get backlash from the media, from the left. He understands that. But here's what he's doing. He wants to give you cheaper gas prices. He wants to give you cheaper food prices, everything. But he understands that he also needs to give you secure borders and stop the flow of illegal immigrants and of drugs. And because Canada, Mexico, and China don't want to play ball, Trump is going to force them to play ball. Not only that, I know Ken Martin, I know Ken Martin, not Tampon Tim. I said the guy that Tampon Tim endorsed won, and that's, Ken Martin, I guess is his name. But the next 90 days are going to be, a little rocky, but it's not going to be as bad as some people think. It's not. Things are just going to get a little more expensive. But why? But then after, things are going to get cheaper. Right now, Trump wants not just our country to worry about secure borders. He doesn't want just our country to be the only ones fighting the flow of fentanyl. He wants the countries of origin to do something about it from their end. And I stand with Trump and his decision to do just that. I stand with Trump and his decision to do just that. But ladies and gentlemen, again, I wanted to tell you this. Gold and silver is going to skyrocket these next 90 days. Trump's good friend, I keep forgetting his name, the guy that wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he came out and said he estimates silver could reach up to $70 an ounce in the next 4 months, and gold to all the way up to 3,500. It could not. You never know. But seeing what silver just did in the last 5 days, how it went from like, I think $30.30 to where today it's, I think, at like $32.24. That's a big jump in 2 days. And if you look at banks all over the world, they're buying up gold. You can get free silver when you call 480-717-9081. You don't have to. It's a personal choice, but they do IRAs, 401ks. You can get just a single coin. It's all up to you. I'm just telling you, I believe, this could be a great investment, a great opportunity to not just protect your money, but maybe even, make a couple bucks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see some stuff happen, but I believe we got to go through a little time of purging. And on the other side, we're going to come out with cheap gas prices, cheap grocery prices, secure borders, right? No more fentanyl killing our youth. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Again, give the video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are subscribed with bell notifications on. I'll keep you updated on everything. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.